Hello you guys, I look like a hot mess right now. Hello my fellow book lovers, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing, as if you didn't already know because you clicked on the title of this video, the 24-hour reading challenge. We don't need to beat around the bush. We all know what this is. I'm gonna be reading for 24 hours and seeing how many books I can read in that time frame. But before we get into it, you're probably wondering, Taylor, what is this thing you're wearing? And let me tell you, it's my Odie. So I have like the sleep shirt Odie, okay? You wanna know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Nick Miller's sleep shirt. And honestly, that is the best representation or best description I can give you of this thing. It's his sleep shirt. And you wanna know something? It's so cozy and comfortable, and I literally can never get enough of it. I can walk around with no pants on, and no one's gonna know. No one is literally gonna know, and it's literally the best thing ever. We're gonna ignore the mess back there, but look at this. Look how big this thing is. Oh my gosh. Isn't it? And it has two otters on it. So cute, right? Let me tell you a little bit about this, okay? My Odie specifically, like, they have two different kinds, okay? They have one that's like a big fleece fuzzy, like a giant hooded sweatshirt. Amazing. And they have this, like the sleep shirt. This is so comfortable and cool and cozy to sleep in because literally, like, I don't get overheated. It's like really comfortable just to sleep in, and it just like moves around and it's just really comfy, okay? Just really comfy. Let me just say that 5-6 more times. I can just lounge around in it. I can work at home in it. Like I said, I don't have to wear pants. Nobody's gonna know. I can get ready in it so easily because you wanna know why? It's the neck hole, giant. And I can just like throw it over my head. You know what I mean? It's literally the comfiest pajama shirt I have ever worn. It's super easy to clean and to wash and things like that. You just throw it in the wash and in the dryer and you literally don't have to worry about anything. It is super safe. I've washed this I think like 3 times already, and literally like the little otters on it, the design, like nothing has changed, nothing has gotten destroyed or anything like that. So I love that about it. Also, it's made cruelty free, so there's no guilt to have it. And if you do want your own personal Odie, I do have a discount code for you. You can use Taylor Halbert 15 and that will get you 15% off your purchase. Now that you know what I'm wearing for this 24-hour readathon, let's just get right into it. I haven't done a 24-hour reading vlog in so long. I think the last one I did was in October. I don't do them very often because you want to know why? You want to know why? They take me forever. They take me forever to do. I have basically 4 days, but 2 full days, essentially. Well, no, not 2 days. I don't know. I have no perception of time. Let's just stick with that. Michael is away for the weekend. He's at a bachelor party and I have no plans other than Sunday and like later today with one of my friends, but the plans that we have aren't even gonna be that long because I have, like I said, an exaggerated amount of time of uninterrupted reading time. We're going to be doing essentially a very mood reading 24-hour readathon, okay? I can't do 24 hours straight. Oh no, oh God, no. I cannot stay up all night. I'm old. I don't have that capability to do that. I will be breaking it up essentially. I'm not gonna just do like in 24 hours, you know what I mean? Like seeing how much I can read and like not stopping the timer. I'm gonna stop the timer if there's like really big chunks of time where I'm doing something. Like later today, I have to film some self-tape auditions for my friend, so I will be stopping when I have to do that. And then also later, my friend and I, we're going on a walk. I'll be stopping when I have to go on a walk and I can't do anything, like, and I can't read and stuff like that. But like if I'm gonna go to the gym, which it's already 12 o'clock, so my motivation for the gym may be slow. I'll probably just like read on the treadmill and I won't stop the timer for things like that, and like sleeping, if that makes sense. But anyways, it is 12:00. Okay, you can't even see. All right, I'm about to start my 24-hour timer. Let's start her up. It doesn't, that's really close to my face. Did I have it set at 29? I did. I had it set at 22. So I'm sorry. I restarted it again. Here's the one for the actual 23 hours because it was at 22 and I was so confused. I was like, how did that happen? I thought I put it at 23. I didn't. I actually put it at 22. So now it's back on the 23. Okay? Let's start this reading challenge because we're already off to a messy start. I don't know what happened. Oh my God. Okay. My entire house, my entire room, my everything is a mess right now. So should I be cleaning all of that instead of reading for 24 hours? Absolutely. Am I going to? No. Like I said, this is going to be a very mood reading 24 hours, okay? So I'm currently reading Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I like it so far. I'm almost done with it. I am on page 280. I have like 100 pages left. I think I'm just gonna finish it. I will let you know how much time has passed once that is over. cracking open a cold one. Ugh, I've never spilled it on myself before. That's unfortunate for me. Pepsi Zero, the little cans. It's actually been quite a while. I have 21 hours and 35 minutes left. It took me forever to finish the last 100 pages of this book. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Like, I liked it, but it took me forever to get through. Like, honestly, the pacing of it was really, really slow. I just don't know how I feel. I just don't know how I feel about it. I need to give it some time. It's definitely very different, and she has said that from her other books. But I don't know, like, you can tell it's different, but at the same time, it like wasn't. I do feel like this gave off, okay, it didn't really, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, it was weird. Like, I didn't really connect with either of the characters. I mean, there were certain things with Rue that I really related on, but like, I couldn't tell if like Rue herself was just affected from her past as to being the way that she is. She talks about how she doesn't have a sense of humor and she's very serious all the time, and like how she says things, like she literally, everything that she says is what she means and there's nothing else about it. And sometimes like when people are laughing, she was like, I don't understand like why they're laughing, like it wasn't like a joke or like things like that, and like she doesn't understand things like that. Like that was the one thing that kept like me going back and forth, being like, okay, is this character just like affected from her trauma, or is it this? I don't know. I might cut this all out. I don't know. Finish this book. I don't know what to tell you about it. That's it. I've been going back and forth for a little bit on if I'm just going to stick to my physical TBR or if I'm also gonna read stuff off my Kindle. Now, I really want to tackle my physical TBR, so I feel like I'm gonna do that. I have not had a 5-star read in forever, January. So I'm like trying to think, because I don't know what to read next. And this is a very like heavy mood reading. Honestly, I think it's gonna be between these three. Like I'm trying to figure out, like I really wanna read the rest of the Love Light Farms series. There was a bug on me. Oh, I did not like that. Not in the slightest. I didn't like that already. This one is the one that takes place in spring. Mixed Signals, which is the one after this, takes place in summer. And I would really like to read those as well. I'd like to read that before summer ends. And then obviously I'd like to read Summer of Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, and then The X-Files. I've heard amazing things about The X-Files. I'm feeling very slumpy still. Like I'm still feeling very incredibly slumpy. Have no idea what I want to read. Part of me is like, maybe I should just read something off my Kindle that's just gonna be like fun and flirty, you know what I mean? Funny, fun, flirty, and not serious. Which is maybe what I'll do, because I kind of have the book in mind that I think that would just be fun, flirty, and unserious. And then after reading that one, I will read a physical book, because, you know, I have so many on my TBR. Okay, I changed my shirt. I picked my book. It's called Awake at Dawn. Amelie Reese. This is the second book in the series that she's writing. I don't remember what it's called, but it's called Awake at Dawn. It's a sports romance. He's a football player and she's a figure skater, or she's a figure skating coach. But I will let you know that this is a accidental pregnancy, but he is not the baby daddy. So I've never read one like that before. Oh wait, actually I have. That is actually such a lie. But anyway, this one's an accidental pregnancy. So if that triggers you, just remember that. But I'm gonna read this one. Unfortunately, this one, okay, not unfortunately, is 456 pages. For what? But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna actually make dinner because it is 6 o'clock and I am actually so freaking hungry. I think part of me is really hangry and that's why I don't know how to make a decision. And then I'm also so tired. That's what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing. Okay, so an update. 18 hours and 42 minutes left. I'm reading so freaking slow. Oh my gosh. I don't want to say it. I'm in a reading slump. I was really hoping that this 24 hours would help me with that slump. I'm just in a slump. Like, I'm reading so incredibly slow, for one. Two, I literally cannot focus on basically what I'm reading, like, at all. I don't know what is up with me today, but like, okay, just a little rant for you guys. But today, I literally felt like I did absolutely nothing, which in the grand scheme of things, I didn't. But like, it's not like I literally like did nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I woke up this morning and took my dog on a walk. I then went and did some work and posted a YouTube video, edited a thumbnail, and then I had breakfast. I got ready for the day. Me and my friend, we had to film some auditions, but I had a few of them to do. So we filmed some this morning after I got ready for the day, but then he had to go do something. I started this reading vlog, right? And then later, when he was able to help me again, finished the auditions. But I mean, like, it takes like it takes like 4 hours, okay? It takes like 4 hours sometimes when you have to do so many of them. So it took us a while today. Next thing I knew, it was 5 o'clock and the day was gone. I was like, what is going on? So it could be that I'm tired, that I like literally, but like I'm literally like staring at my screen, right? And like rereading pages all over again. And honestly, nothing, I'm not comprehending anything. Like nothing in my brain is computing when I'm reading the words. Even when I was reading Not in Love, there were so many things going on, and like the conversations, I was like, what is even happening right now? And like I wasn't even like processing the words I was reading. So yeah, I just wanted to pop up here and say that I'm in a reading slump. And I'm sad about it. I'm still reading Awake at Dawn, and I'm 23% in. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was 9 o'clock. I guess I'm gonna read for a little while longer, and then just go take a shower and go read in bed until it's time to go to sleep. I'm 23% in. I like it so far. Like I said, accidental pregnancy, but he's not the daddy. She lives with him, brother's best friend. He's an NFL player, and she's an she's a figure skating coach. So it's got like a lot of good tropes. But also the other thing, and I don't know what it is, like it's just not making me feel like giddy. You know what I mean? Like the first one in the series, I gave like a 3 stars or a 3.25 stars or something like that. Like I liked it, but it just didn't hit the way I thought it was going to hit. You know what I mean? And like maybe it's just this author. Not that I don't like her or her stuff. I think it's just her writing doesn't fill me with giddiness. You know what I mean? Like some authors literally like will make me sit there and blush and feel giddy and just be like, oh, so happy. You know what I mean? I just don't think that this author's writing does that for me. If you know what I mean. And not that it couldn't. It just doesn't right now. That's all I wanted to update you on. I'm gonna read. I'll talk to you guys maybe before bed or tomorrow. I don't know. Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. I'm still reading Awake at Dawn. I am 57% of the way through. I have 14 hours and 39 minutes left, but right now it's like 10:46, and I'm thinking I need to do some type of exercise today. So I think I'm gonna go work out, but I'm obviously gonna bring my Kindle with me because I do like cardio and I read when I do cardio, so I'll be able to read when I'm doing that. So I won't stop the timer then. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get ready to go work out. I'm just gonna go to my apartment gym. I have to do a you know what, which is what I call a WALK for Miss Thing over here, because she was literally, I wish I got it on camera, because she was just being a crazy girl trying to get my attention, because I think she does have to go, but she does have to go out. It's not like I think, but I was literally like 3 minutes left of my chapter and I was like, okay, just give me a second. But yeah, she was being so silly and jumping around on the couch, and like anytime I'd look at her, she'd stop, and then if I looked back at my Kindle, she would then start like jumping around, like jumping on the couch to get my attention, and like growling at, not growling, but like making noises at me, like talking. She's a very vocal pup. I guess the only thing I'm gonna do is update you when I'm done with this book, because I'm about 60% of the way through. So like I'm gonna obviously finish it, because it's not gonna take me 14 hours to finish the book. Okay, so I literally just turned this off, and I'm also an idiot because I accidentally X'd out of the thing. I accidentally X'd out of the 24-hour timer, so I had to reset it to what I was at, which was 14 hours and 38 minutes, I'm pretty sure. I had just set it, so I don't know why. Like, I'm so mad. Okay. I always do that. I always do that. I always end up fucking it up somehow. I meant to pause it, but I accidentally clicked the X. I knew I was gonna do it in this video. I knew at one point I was gonna do it, and that was the time. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again, but I just want y'all to know that. Okay, it's been quite a bit. As you saw briefly, I went to the pool. Did I finish the book? No, but I'm pretty close, honestly. I'm at 80% through the book right now. I do have a plan with my friend, but she's not coming for a little bit, so I'm still gonna read, obviously. So I'm gonna read until basically she comes over, and I'm hoping that I will finish the book by then because I'm 80%, and I really don't think I have that much of the book left. How much do I have? Oh, I have less than 100 pages left. I should be good. I should be able to finish this. I feel like I read so much faster on my Kindle, so like that last like less than 100 pages should be like a breeze. But anyways, I'm really liking it so far, so I just wanted to update you that I went to the pool. I'm already turning it into a tomato. Love that for me, but that's all I wanted to do was update you. I will this time see you when I finish the book. Hello, you guys. It is much later. It is like 9 o'clock. I still have 9 hours and 11 minutes. Finished Awake at Dawn though. It was a fun read. Like I said, I think I'm in a slump. I mean, to be fair though, compared to yesterday, like I was enjoying myself while reading way more than yesterday. Like today I was enjoying what I was reading way more. But I did like it. This was the second book in the, I think it's called the Wildflower series that she has written. And I think I said a little bit earlier, like her books just like don't hit. But towards like the ending of this one, or like kind of like after I got the halfway point, like when I was getting closer to the end and stuff like that, it was making me feel a little bit like happier and more giddy and stuff like that. So it did turn around a little bit. I did enjoy it. It's not like the best thing I've ever read. I don't think I'll really think about them or this book again, honestly. I gave it a, oh wait, I'm not gonna tell you my rating yet. I'm gonna wait till the end to tell you my rating. But anyways, I'm trying to decide on what to read next. Because part of me is like, I want to read a short book that I can read in like a good amount of time just so I can like get another one done. You know what I mean? Like make me feel accomplished and maybe like help me with my slump. It's another Kindle book. Okay. It's another Kindle book. The whole point of this video was so that I could read more of my physical TBR and get them off my bookshelves. And I don't even have any short books on my physical TBR, or at least like what I'm in the mood for, which is romance, you know? I'm still, I feel like in a romance mood, but maybe that's why I'm feeling slumpy. Is because it's just, I'm reading the same thing over and over. Not the same thing, but like the same genre over, and I'm not really like switching it up too much. So maybe I read a thriller or something? I don't know. But no, I don't want to do that. Okay, let me show you the book. The book's called Wildcat, or The Wildcat. By Bella Matthews. I read the first one in this series in June, I think, and it was just like wild, okay? It was like very Gossip Girl coded, except with hockey players. So I'm gonna mark it as currently reading, but it was just with hockey players, you know what I mean? But the book, it's only 280 pages, so I feel like I could just like whiz through it and have a good time. Because I remember the first one, I was having a good time. I was just like, why is this so crazy and unrealistic? But why is it eating? You know what I mean? Like it was slaying. So I'm like, okay, maybe this one will also slay, and it's only 280 pages. I think I'm gonna do that, because then the only other option for me, or the one that I was thinking of reading, was Betting on You by Lynn Painter. Because honestly, like, I haven't read a young adult romance in quite a while, and you know something? Lynn Painter's young adult romances, I mean, I'm just going based off of Better Than the Movies, just hit so hard, you know what I mean? Like, it just hit so good that I was like, maybe this will help me out of my slump and make me feel all giddy in all some types of ways, you know? Because some of the other books that I read also made me feel really giddy, but I was still feeling like I was in a slump, you know? But anyways, I think, okay, I know the whole point was for me to read my physical books, but I think I'm gonna read this one, because this is, oh, she's a bit of a chunk. Okay, I don't think I have the brain capacity to want to read that now, because it would probably take me 9 hours to read this. And I want to feel accomplished with this 24-hour reading. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna take a shower first, and then hop into bed, read that. I probably won't update you until the morning. We'll see. morning, you guys. It is the next day. I currently have 5 hours and 23 minutes. Is it focusing? 5 hours and 22 minutes left now. I am 56% of the way through this book now. I got like super far last night. The only unfortunate thing about there being 5 hours left is that I am going up to Raleigh today to go see my friend. So it's not even like I have the 5 hours in the day to finish it today. So I'm probably gonna have to finish when I come back tonight. I don't think I'm gonna be home too late tonight. I'm definitely gonna be home later, where I probably still want to be able to finish the 5 hours. Probably have to finish it on Monday. I can't believe it's taking me this long to read for 24 hours. This is absolutely bonkers. So yeah, I'm almost done with this challenge. I am so glad it's almost over. I will say though, like, this book is like kind of getting me out of whatever like slumpiness I was feeling. I feel like I still am in one though. The reason why these books like hit is because they just like give Wattpad, you know what I mean? And sometimes you really just need a Wattpad read, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need that as a reader. They have a naked man on the front and it's really giving Wattpad. So yeah, the only thing I could say about this, and I honestly, if you love like that type of read, I totally would recommend this series because the first one was also really entertaining and they're also short. They're not long. Like I said, this is a 280 page book and it doesn't take that long to binge. Plus like, it's so weird because like the characters, they're so young, but they're so like, I don't know, it's so weird because it's like, they're almost like delusional because they're like all these like socialites and like, it's so weird. This family is so huge. Like there's a giant like thing in the front of the book, like a pages in front of the book that tell you the family trees of like who's what. There's too many characters in this series for its own good, honestly, because I never know who is who and who is related to who. Okay, like it doesn't matter how they describe it or explain it. I don't know who's related to who and how they're related to who, just because there are so many characters and I cannot remember who they are. I'm gonna have to, she even like put like, oh, if you want the family tree, go on my website. I'm gonna have to go on our website and look up the family tree because I truly just do not understand. But apparently like all like the parents and like the grandparents, right, who you don't ever really, like you meet them, they're part of the story, but like not to a point where you understand. So like the parents, or let's just say this family, right, like this family, this like the part of the extended family, the grandparents, things like that, they own a professional football team. They also own a professional hockey team. There's literally just like pro athletes running around everywhere. So this guy, he plays on the hockey team. I don't think, it's not her direct family that owns the hockey team. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. I think but her family, okay, no, it's said, I remember now. It's not her family who owns the hockey team, not her direct family. I think it's her cousins who own the hockey team, and then her family owns the football team because her grandfather used to be, or is the coach of the professional football team and then owns the team, and then her dad used to be a professional football player for that team. And now her brother's also a pro footballer, I guess, for that team. There's a lot of siblings, okay? There's a lot of people, and I'm telling you too much information that you don't need to know. I'm telling you information you don't need to know for this 24-hour reading. The only thing I came on here to say was that I'm enjoying this quick little read and that I will finish it when I get home. And I was debating on maybe doing an audiobook, but here's the thing. My Spotify, I'm not the primary account holder on Spotify, so I don't get the perks of listening to audiobooks, which is fucking rude. I might have to like look up another way if I can like get an audiobook and maybe listen to it on the way up to Raleigh and on the way home and make those count, because that's a 4-hour drive. That's a 4-hour drive, baby. Or round trip, 4 hours. So anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna read a little bit more, but then I have to get ready. So I'll see you later. Hello, you guys. It is very late and very much later from the last time I talked to you. It's 10:30 and I still have 3 hours and 43 minutes on this challenge. I'm gonna finish this tonight, this Kindle book that I'm reading. I'm 69% of the way through. And I have less than 100 pages left again. So I think I can finish it. It really shouldn't take me that. I really hope it doesn't take me that long, but I am tired. So I'm gonna finish this book and then I will catch back in with you tomorrow and finish this tomorrow. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. It is the next day. I have 2 hours and 56 seconds left now on this thing, okay, on this challenge. It's taking me too long, okay? So I'm just gonna sit here for the next 2 hours and binge this, okay? And then I have so much work I need to do, but I need to finish this challenge. I have 2 hours left. I finished The Wildcat by Bella Matthews, and you know when you're sometimes just in the mood for a Wattpad book, it really did give me that, and it just hits. You know what I mean? When it gives Wattpad and it just hits, it's just everything you needed and more at the time. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a little bit ridiculous and like, I don't want it kind of cringe. Okay. I feel bad when I say things are cringe because I'm like, ugh, like these authors like do work really hard on these books, and for me to like read it and be like, wow, that was really cringe, because it was. But you know, like I said, it was really giving Wattpad, and it still ate. So like, you know what I mean? I am going to continue that series. I'm just obviously not going to continue it now. But it was what I needed at the time. Okay, I really needed it. And it hit. So anyways, I've decided for the last 2 hours of this challenge, I'm going to start reading Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. I've heard amazing things about this book. This book is only 230 pages. Or no, that's a lie. 257 pages. 257 pages. I think I can get a good chunk of this knocked out. Let's just get to reading. So I'm on page 46 of this book, and I have about like an hour and 20 minutes left, right? This is so weird right now. It's so weird because that's just not what I was expecting so far out of this book. Like, okay, so basically like the premise of what I knew was that like Nora, the main female character, she is a screenwriter. She usually writes for a channel that's called like the Romance Channel, which is basically the Hallmark Channel, right? So she's like a writer for that channel, but this time she wrote something very vastly different, and it like got picked up to be like a really big film starring like really two famous movie stars, right? So they decided to film part of the movie at her house because of like this one specific setting, which is part of the plot of the film. The main guy character ends up like being this like really just kind of like this odd actor guy, but like really obviously really famous, like, but he's just so odd so far, and I'm kind of like, what the heck is going on? Like, what is with this guy? Like, I feel like because like Nora is like, it's so weird because Nora does not seem very unfazed. Like she seems very unfazed by this man and what's going on. Because if this was happening to me, I would be like, huh? Like, she seems so unfazed so far by this man, by Leo, who, that's his name. Basically, he came, right? And he had his own, like, actual trailer that he stayed in and slept in the 3 days that they were filming at her house. And he wouldn't leave. And now they're done filming there, and he still hasn't left. And Nora's just, like, fine. She's like kind of like, what is going on, but like not as concerned as she should be. You know what I mean? Like, it's very weird. Like in Leo, like this one thing that just happened, it was just like this really weird scenario. So I don't know how to describe it. This is way different than what I thought it was gonna be. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely entertaining so far. I would like to see where it goes. My battery's flashing, so I'm trying to talk really quick. I would really like to see where it goes and like what's gonna happen. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to give you that update because this is just so strange. So strange. Less than 10 seconds. God, thank goodness. Thank goodness I just finished 24 hours of reading. Just finished the last 2 hours reading Nora Goes Off Script. I got to page 117 in the book, chapter 11. And from the last time I updated you, obviously, which wasn't that long ago, but like now it's like picking up with like the actual like romance aspect of the plot of this book. And I'm actually getting giddy, but before I was like, what is going on? Like it was just like weird at the time. Like it was just weird. You know what I mean? Because it just like wasn't making sense. I was like, what is going on with this man in their house? like this, like Leo is just this actor, and he was just like there. He kept saying like when do we have to go pick up the kids? And I'm like, bro, what? You're just staying there for a week. What do you mean, when do we have to go pick up the kids? And like he just like really wanted to like get this insight on this like normal life, and I guess he just really liked hanging out with her and doing these errands with her over the past week. But now I'm at the point in the book where things are progressing. But either way, I'm actually really enjoying it now, like so far. I mean, I was enjoying it beforehand. Like it was just odd to me. The whole thing was just odd, and I was like, okay, but I was still enjoying it. So I'm not gonna talk about this book any longer. I'm not finished with it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Let's talk about the other books that I read in this video. So in total, I ended up finishing Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and then I ended up reading Awake at Dawn by Amelia Reese, and then The Wildcat by Bella Matthews. 2 actual books in this video, and then, well, I guess you could count it as 3 because I finished Not in Love and I got more than 100 pages into Nora Goes Off Script. But let's talk about Not in Love. To be quite honest, I literally do not know what to think of this book. It just kind of happened. It feels like a fever dream, honestly. Like I couldn't like tell you anything about it. Like I know what happens, but like the whole time I felt like so disconnected from it, and I was just like, okay, and that's it, you know? Like I don't even necessarily even know what to rate it. Like I feel like I want to give it a 3 stars because like I enjoyed it while I was reading it. She even said that this book was a lot different than what she's written before, which is true, but at the same time it's really not like that far off from other books that she's written. Like I guess other people described it more as like erotica or something like that, but I've never even read erotica or anything like that, like never read that, and I wouldn't even put this in that category because this doesn't seem like, this book wasn't like too extra spicy based off of what it was. Like she did say this was going to be a lot more of like a physical attraction book rather than an emotional attraction and things like that, but like they also had an emotional connection. Like it was like right off the bat, like they were physically attracted to each other, but then also like on a different level felt very connected to each other emotionally because of like their past, like, and who they are as people. So I don't know, I really literally could not tell you to even think about this book. I really couldn't. I think I gave this one a 3 stars. I mean, I enjoyed it. Am I ever going to think about it again? Honestly, no. And it's kind of disappointing because this is like the 3rd Ali Hazelwood book that has not hit for me. And then the next book I read, which was Awake at Dawn. This one, I know I talked about it a little bit. I really actually did enjoy. This is like, obviously, you know, like accidental pregnancy, sports, romance trope, offers her a place to stay, so close proximity and stuff like that. But the one thing I really did enjoy about this book was the fact that like he wasn't the dad in this accidental pregnancy. And the entire time, like once we got to like the actual like romance aspect of the 2 characters and like the part of the plot, it really did make me like wish that she had rewrote this book differently and made it like, oh, that he was the dad. It just like really made you like wish for that and like everything that she was going through. But granted, like none of the stuff in a sense would have happened if he was like, if this, like she wasn't pregnant, you know what I mean? But yeah, it made me wish that like she had wrote it differently, like that they had just had like a one night stand. It's not a secret that he's had a crush on her for a long time. Well, in his point of view, like when you read the book, he's had a crush on her for a really long time. It's his best friend's sister, and his best friend doesn't know that he's had like a crush on her for a long time, you know what I mean? So like it's like at this point in the book where it's like, oh well, I wish that he had just like gone behind his best friend's back and like hooked up with his sister like once and like got her pregnant, you know what I mean? So like it really was making me root for them as a couple and like really wishing like that he was the dad of this baby that she was about to have, even though he wasn't. I really liked it. It was like a different pace of an accidental pregnancy that I've read in a while. I have read an accidental pregnancy like that before. It wasn't exactly like that, you know what I mean? So like it was a lot different. But anyways, I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. I recommend. I think it's a fun little read. Nothing too serious, just like no brain power romance. You know what I mean? just a fun little time. The last book I read, well, the actual like last full book I read was The Wildcat by Bella Matthews, and I did talk about it a little bit beforehand. When you're in the mood for a Wattpad read, this is what hits, honestly. Like, it just hit. It just did. I ended up giving it a 3 stars. You know, it wasn't anything obviously spectacular. It wasn't the best writing. There was definitely spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes, I'm almost positive. Not that I'm trying to like tear apart this like author's work. Like, her stuff is fun and it's like a really fun concept. So I do enjoy reading them. I do really enjoy them. So I do recommend them if you're like in for a read like that. Like, if you're just looking for like a smutty little Wattpad read, like, these are perfect, okay? They're perfect. But yeah, I ended up giving that a 3 stars. Like I said, it was fun. Just go ahead and read it. If you're looking for like sports romances that involve like socialites thinking Gossip Girl, who literally just like run around thinking the world is their playground and have no consequences, this is for you. And like I said, I already talked about Nora goes off script, so I don't need to talk about it again. That is it for this 24-hour reading. Thank you so much for sticking with me with this video. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel like this was like a hot mess. This 24-hour reading was a hot mess, and I'm so sorry. Thank you for sticking around. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias, as well as subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.